Welcome to my channel. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here watching my reactions. Thank you for coming. This new reaction, this is the first requested reaction for today, is Haley Reinhart. And she's singing Words of Love, and it's off of her album, What's That Sound? I've been told in the comments, which is something I love about you guys, is you educate me so much on all this stuff, that Haley made this album to honor artists from the 60s and 70s that she grew up listening to with her parents. And so this also is a cover, I think. May not be, it doesn't say it is. It's called Words of Love. She does have some originals on the album, so this may be one of them. Before we get into the music, though, I do want to remind you that I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so that you can support them as well if you want. But I always put the link to the video I'm reacting to in the in the description of the video. Getting old is fun. It really is. It challenges you in ways you never thought, like trying to remember what to say. Oh, I always try to put a link in from Wikipedia as well if I can find one. This is in the video description. And I always put the link to the reaction request form so you can request reactions if you want to. I don't take requests from the comments. If you put one in the comments, I'm just going to reply with a link to the form so you can fill it out. And by the way, I've got over 3,100 requests now in the queue, and you can view those online as well. So the link is in every video. So if you ask for something today, it's probably going to be a year and a half before I get to it. Right now I'm reacting to requests from August of 2024. You guys apparently have a gigantic appetite for music, as do I. So without further ado, let's watch Haley singing Words of Love. Let's see if we got subtitles. Nope. Away we go.
So soft and tender won't win a girl's heart anymore. If you love her, then you must send her somewhere where she's never been before. Worn out phrases, longing gazes won't get you where you want to go. No, words of love, soft and tender won't win her.
I love that little growl she has. That is so cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is a cover. I can't remember who sang it, but it's a cover for sure. And I'll look it up on Wikipedia and add it into the description of the video. Haley's just she's a very good singer, but she's also someone who likes to honor the past, and I like that. I like that. Not every song that came out back in the old days was good, but there were a lot of good ones. And that's true of today too. Not every song you hear today is that great, but there are some really good songs. Songs that stick with you, that last a long time. These boots were made for walking is one, for example. And White Rabbit is another. Although that's a little out of my ballpark, but still, those are songs that stick with you, that last a lifetime. And that's what's so great about music to me, is that music can just fill your heart with joy, and it stays. It's like glue. It sticks to you, and you remember it years later. And it gives you the same feeling of joy and pleasure that you got when you first heard it. And that's why they stick with you. They're just well written, well designed, good melodies, good lyrics. Everything about them makes them memorable. I think Haley's a great artist. She is. She really is. And I'm getting to know her better because you guys have wanted to hear her, and you've asked for a number of songs, and you've told me about her in the comments, and I appreciate that so much. The only thing I know to do to say thank you is to pray for you. So that's what I do at the end of every video. I pray that God will bless you beyond your belief. I pray that He will fill your heart with His joy and His mercy, and most of all, His peace, so that your life is as peaceful as it can possibly be, like serene, calm waters with no ripples. And I pray the same thing for every person that you love as well. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.